Thank you very much, Ann Nyaga, CAS, Professor Ahmad Boga, Principal Secretary, Ambassador Weru, Principal Secretary, State Department of Trade and Enterprise Development, and Jane Gige, Chairperson, WRIS Council, John Macharia, Angra Country Director, Sarah Ochieng, IFC Program Manager, Kenya Competitive Enhancement Program, Council members, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this opportunity to once more welcome you to this inauguration of the Warehouse Receipting System Council, and wish to thank you for being part of this success. I've seen so many of you taking part. We are launching a system that requires all of us, and therefore, the fact that we are all participating and we are part of it is a good sign that this system is going to succeed. We will give our contribution and support it so that we make sure that every cog that is supposed to function in the system functions well. So as you may remember, in June 2019, Parliament passed the Warehouse Receipting Systems Act 2019, thus providing a legal as well as a regulatory framework on development and regulation of our warehouse receipt system and establishment of the Warehouse Receipt Council. This occasion is special as it marks the official assumption of office of the council members who will be responsible for ensuring that Kenya's aspiration of establishing and implementing a warehouse receipt system grounded in law is realized. The warehouse receipt system is not an end in itself, but principally a first step in the creation of a functional agricultural commodities exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm pleased to unveil the Warehouse Receipt System Council to oversee the operations of the system in collaboration with county governments and other stakeholders. The council comprises of multi-sectoral representatives from the major agricultural commodities trade ecosystem in the public and private sector. As you may be aware, warehouse receipt system is a process where owners of commodities, who may be producers or dealers, deposit their commodities in certified warehouses and are issued with a document of title called a warehouse receipt as proof of ownership. The warehouse receipt confers benefits that include: one, creating flexibility in the sale process, as farmers are not forced to sell in distress at harvest when prices are low. They have a choice to wait for more favorable prices at a later time. Two, encouraging increased lending to the agricultural sector by pledging the receipt, which reflects the value of the commodity as an alternative collateral, and mitigating risk associated with non-payment within a structured trading system. Three, promoting aggregation of produce by small-scale farmers, enabling access to large traders, processors, and government at a better price. Four, enabling small-scale farmers to participate in a modern and efficient market with standard produce quality and weights. And five, reducing price volatility and improving liquidity as the first step towards a commodity exchange and improved price discovery. Ladies and gentlemen, in pursuit of 100% food and nutrition security, my ministry developed the Agricultural Sector Transformation and Growth Strategy 2019-2029. The ASTGS identifies 9 flagships critical in addressing systemic bottlenecks constraining Kenya's ability to achieve food and nutrition security. Further, the pillar on food and nutrition security of the Big Four agenda sets production targets which include increasing maize production from 40 to 67 million bags, rice production from 112,800,000 to 406,486 metric tons, meat production from 700,000 to 990,000 metric tons, processed milk production from 630 million to 1 billion liters, and fish production from 135,100 to 231,300 metric tons. Ladies and gentlemen, whereas this planned in agricultural output along the various value chains is expected to address our food security and also ensure sustainable supply of raw materials for growing our agro-processing industry, the same will present several challenges. It is expected that the warehouse receipt will lead to the development of aggregation and offtake centers across the country. A network of modern certified agricultural produce warehouses and linkages with structured trading platforms such as commodity exchanges and auctions. The agriculture sector transformation and growth strategy identifies creation of a warehouse receipt system as a key intervention to improve commodity storage, reduce average post-harvest losses, curb value chain inefficiencies, increase financial earnings to farmers, traders, and service providers in the agricultural commodity trade. The warehouse receipt system is therefore intended for a range of solutions to farmers, especially the smallholder farmers who face several challenges related to inefficiencies brought about by lack of a transparent and structured market system. Council chair and members, as you assume office, know that much is given to you as responsibility and much is expected of you as council to ensure that value chain actors get the benefits that come with the warehouse receipt system. You and your inaugural team occupy positions that will greatly influence and steer the development of a system that is in its formative stages, but which is expected to usher in a new era in commodity management and trading. In addition, you are coming into office at a time when reforms in strategic food management are being rolled out by government. You are going to be key to the success of these reforms, and government is relying on you to ensure the reforms successfully see the light of day. We expect to reap early on low-hanging fruits, and I've given my undertaking and pronounced that come the next harvesting season, starting early October 2020, the ministry's management of newly acquired SFR stocks will be under the WRS. I hand you, therefore, to hit the ground running and steer the WRS ship to deliver on the new mandate given to you. Going forward, you will be expected to support and ensure that WRS Council Management develops and refines a system for effective regulation of WRS activities and roll out the system for the benefit of the general public. You are also expected to attract investments into the warehouse sector from the private sector actors who are very vibrant in Kenya. From what I have been told, private sector has been waiting for this system for over 10 years and even pioneered the system on their own. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to acknowledge the contribution that our partners, AGRA and IFC, have made during our long journey to develop the legal and regulatory frameworks for governing the warehouse receipt system. Going forward, I ask that we deepen our collaboration and partnerships as we move to operationalize the system. I urge you to work closely with other ministries and state agencies, such as State Department of Trade, Capital Markets Authority, National Cereals and Produce Board, Kenya National Trading Corporation, New KPCU, and relevant private sector institutions to ensure the reforms gain momentum and deliver on the intended outcomes. Even as you chart new ground as a council, it is encouraging to note that warehouse receipt systems have successfully been operationalized in South Africa, Ethiopia, and Rwanda. I also note with satisfaction that successful pilot programs on the warehouse receipt system have been conducted by both public and private sector players in Kenya in the last 5 years. Warehouse receipt system is the future. Reports from farmers who participated in the pilot indicate premium benefits realized through the warehouse receipt system. They said it reduced pressure to sell their produce immediately after harvest when prices are normally low. In addition, the system enabled the farmers to access credit as they wait for favorable prices. Farmers also realized a threefold production increase per acre due to their ability to purchase farm inputs on time. I personally undertake to fully support you in whichever way and area you may require to enable you deliver on your mandate. Ladies and gentlemen, for the week, I direct the council to move with speed and implement in full the provisions of the Warehouse Receipt System Act number 8 of 2019 and the regulations, and specifically to immediately develop and establish the warehouse receipt system for agricultural commodities produced in Kenya, one that ensures efficiency, effectiveness, and integrity. Develop and implement in conjunction with relevant government agencies and private sector an efficient commodity grading and weighing system that ensures quantity and quality assurance and facilitates the enforcement of commodity standards necessary for the warehouse receipting system. Finally, promote the development of a national network of privately or publicly managed warehouses that have the capacity to issue warehouse receipts. Ladies and gentlemen, I note that initially the council will focus on implementing the warehouse receipt system for coffee, maize, tea, rice, beans, green grams, and wheat, but progressively expand to other agricultural commodities. I have confidence that the council has the required competencies needed to successfully set up the system in readiness for the main harvesting season in October 2020. I assure you of the ministry's support and cooperation in fulfilling the task before you. It therefore gives me great pleasure to officially inaugurate the Warehouse Receipt System Council, which is the body responsible for the implementation of the warehouse receipt system in Kenya. Thank you and God bless you.